What is up, YouTube? How are we all doing? We good? We bad? We great? It has been a while, hasn't it? Firstly, let's apologise as to the reason why I've been gone a while. The original plan was to make a video on the Sunday, and things came up and I couldn't make it. Then I went on holiday, where originally I wanted to make a video on holiday, and that never happened. And I think I forgot to make one last week, so I think I'm 3 weeks missing. So, in retaliation, I'm gonna give you a longer video as a catch-up as to what's been going on. So you may notice that this is a completely different vibe compared to normal. As actually, I'm in a hotel, and we'll get to that. So let's backtrack a little bit, shall we? I can tell you what's been going on, what's changed, what hasn't, what's new, what's not. So let's revisit 2 weeks ago. So 2 weeks ago, maybe longer, I left my job to pursue fitness in the bodybuilding world and become a PT. And all was going to go well, but got offered another job. And with that coming along, it meant that I couldn't really go balls deep into PT, which the original plan was to do. I was still doing that, but the original plan was to take a full 3 months off, take the 3 months, do bugger all, just literally wake up, work, or not work, but the PT course, do the course, go to the gym, and do that. But I had a very unhappy girlfriend when this happened, and losing my girlfriend is more important than the PT career, because that's my future. So take that in any gay way you want, I don't really care. So I had to get another job. Again, personally, I didn't like that, but my girlfriend is basically my wife, and I'd rather make her happy than me be happy. So when that happened, I got another job. I now work in another place. That's all you need to know for that one. So currently I'm in the middle of training for said job, which has put me behind with the PT course. But at the same time, the PT course, I have ample time to do. It's not like it's a rush. Originally, when I planned it, it was going to be a rush, and I try and get it done as quick as possible to get into a gym to start, obviously, earning money. But now that I don't need to worry so much, and the job that I'm going to has a lot of downtime, when the downtime starts coming in for me, I'm able to then do said PT, which, if everything turns out, it's actually better for me in the long run, because I'll be earning income from both ways rather than just one. But if, let's say, the coaching does go really well and I become a qualified coach and I suddenly have 20, 30, 40 clients, I don't have time for the job, then maybe so. But for now, I'm happy with what I've got. So that was the first week. Training itself was, obviously, I was prepping before I go on holiday. When I say prepping, I was just, taking the week to enjoy the training. I think Chris and I came to agreement it was more like, I say a deload, it wasn't a deload. I trained, and then as soon as I jumped on the plane to Greece, I went to Rhodes. So obviously, let's backtrack a bit. So obviously that first week was basically just me training, me working out my shift, and me slowly moving away from the work and slowly moving into the new aspect of one's life. And then obviously the Sunday came when I buggered off on a flight to Rhodes in Greece. It was my girlfriend's cousin's wedding. Not the whole week, obviously, just one of the days. So while I was there, I did quite literally fuck all. That was my break. And that was the original plan, was to have a break and then enjoy a week off. So that's what I did. The weather was 30 degrees every single day. And I just sat on my arse and ate. I didn't track anything. I didn't do anything. I was having beers on a regular occasion. I think I was having a beer every night. And I really enjoyed my holiday. And my girlfriend and I, we're very much sorted now. I think I'm still a little bit in the doghouse. because I think I've been told I broke a promise, which is something I never wanted to do. And I believe there was a bit of miscommunication, which is why we were in the situation we're in. But what's done has been done, and I've got to fix what I fixed, which I believe I already have. But she'll probably tell you differently if she was here, and she's not, luckily. Unfortunately, I am in a double bed on my own. Well, I lied, I have a bottle of Coke here. I mean, that's... No, that's probably the only entertainment I've got today. So then, yeah, so I went to Rhodes. Sorry, I'm currently trying to hold you up. I've got the, hold on, I don't know if I can actually show you or not. So this is currently what I'm using to have you guys on, because normally I would sit in my corner and do what I need to do. But anyway, oh, I don't know what I've done there. Yeah, we're really close, no one wants that. So, yeah, so I went to Rhodes, chilled out, did bugger all, ate food. The food was pretty much the same most days. I could sit here and list it off, but I'm not going to. And then I was talking to Chris about coming back and going back to 5 days because of my job and all that. So, last week was the first kind of week back where, I say this is a longer video, I've managed to bash this out in 6 minutes. Oh well, whatever. So last week was the return of myself coming back from a holiday. So holiday wise, I landed Sunday morning at something silly like I got home at like 7:15, and both my girlfriend and I were very much like, we're done, we're gonna go and do our separate things. Mine was to go to the gym and hers was to sort of sort out our bags. So I think we had a 3-4 hour nap and then went straight out. I went straight to the gym, and I basically told Chris at the time that I was just going to kind of like run this week of doing my own thing. The reason why was because I've had a week off and I didn't want to go balls deep straight back in my program. So what I did then was I think I did legs straight away. So the first session back was a leg day, and it was glorious. I then did a chest and tricep, back and bicep, and then I did a bit of shoulders. And then after that, I was like, fuck it, I'll do my pull workout. And then I got talking to Chris about, obviously, you know, what the plan is going forward. And I decided, because I'm a fucking idiot, that I want to do legs. And for the last part of this particular cycle, if you want to call it that, of training, I want to grow my legs. So I sent over Chris a plan of what I like, and Chris was like, I like it, but let's make it this. And I was like, alright, cool. So we are now currently doing legs Monday, push Tuesday, Wednesday's pull, but it has got a stiff leg in it, Thursday's rest day, Friday is lower, which it's basically like a glute ham routine, followed by an upper. So tomorrow's my upper. And so far, out of the 4 out of 5, it's brutal. It's good fun. I like it. So the reason why we've had this change up is because of the current job and the current style that I'm dealing with. My steps are a lot lower. So I've been doing 20,000 steps for the last 2 years. I'm now doing under 10, apart from this, which we'll get to in a minute. And I was able to sort of, do a little bit more. Also with the return, not that you guys would know, I also do posing sessions. Well, I attempt to do one at least once a month. Fortunately, been a bit lackluster recently. That's because I've been busy. So I threw one of them in. If you don't know, I pose with a girl called Hannah, or posing with Hannah. She's lovely. She's really improved my overall posing twofold. So I had to do another one because it's been a while, and we were talking about stage presence, and we were talking about that a lot. So now I did my last session with her, and it was just about getting like the 4 mandatories down. So it was cool, and it's always fun because when you think you've learned, like, oh, that's how to do it, Hannah will go like, add this, and then it's like, and it's like, for me, I'll sit here and I'll be like, yeah, I'm doing good, yeah, my front don't, no, fuck. And Hannah will go, if you tweak this and tweak this and tweak this, and I'm like, got to relearn it all now. But it's cool. It's about learning, and you know. But also, on that note, due to the new job, I've actually been training at the Crayford gym because I work near the Crayford gym, and it's amazing. Look at my hair; it's a mess. So that's been fun. And then this week has basically just been work, real fun. And then now, where the hell am I? Well, I'm in Manchester. That's right. I am in lovely, glorious Manchester at Megacom, which is where this is for. Yeah, no, this isn't. So obviously, as you know, you guys know, I cosplay. I cosplayed as the Joker today, and it went down a treat. It actually went more down of a treat in the town than it actually did in the actual event. Like, the amount of people that were showing me love and laughing at me and joining in, why so serious, and you having a joke, and that was more entertaining than the actual con itself. But in 11 minutes, I've given you a rundown of everything that is going on in one's life. I don't really know, like, what with the YouTube, obviously, you know, like, what to do. So if you have any comments, let me know. Anyway, that's my 11-minute video of me talking absolute gibberish. One day, and once I've sorted out like my laptop and YouTube and everything, I will try to do this, like adding little edits and videos, and if I could put a picture here of a penis, I would, but I can't yet. But when I learn, I will do it. Also, my eyes look really blue. Anyway, subscribe if you want to hear more crap. I'll talk to you all later. Have a lovely evening.